Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Seema Mungia and you are watching this video which is talking about the new CBSE policy for calculating the board result of class 12th students session 2020-21. All the students and teachers were anxiously waiting for these criteria, how the students will get the marks in class 12th as the exams has been cancelled. So today CBSE has released its policy, and while going through this policy you will get to know that this policy is very much supportive for the students. It has taken care of all the apprehensions that are there in the minds of the students as well as the teachers. जैसे कि हम सब जानते हैं कि पूरा एक साल लास्ट जो पढ़ाई हुई है वो ऑनलाइन हुई है, पैंडमिक में हुई है, और बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स एग्जाम्स नहीं दे पाए. मेनी स्टूडेंट्स वर नॉट एबल टू स्कोर गुड इन द एग्जाम्स. All these things kept in mind, and so without taking much time, let us discuss what is all there for everyone in this video. So first of all, this is the CBSE policy which has been released on the CBSE site. You all can go through the detailed policy of this. The link will be provided below this video, so you can all access this file directly. I'm talking about this criteria now. हम सबको पता है कि हमारा जो 100 मार्क्स का पेपर होता है वो प्रैक्टिकल्स और थ्योरी मिलाकर होते हैं. Our 100 marks in each subject are inclusive of both theory as well as practical marks. Now, depending upon your subject, which subject you have chosen, accordingly the theory marks are given as 80, 70, 60, 50 or 30, and the remaining marks are from the practicals that may be conducted through an external examiner or the internal. So, when we talk about these practical marks, these are already sealed. Most of the practicals were conducted before the lockdown, but some of the practicals which were not conducted are still going on, and the marks which you get as it is in your practical marks in your class 12th, they will be included directly into your class 12th result. So these marks are permanently sealed based upon your class 12th performance. Now the important information is about these marks which you are going to get in your theory marks. How the CBSE policy is guiding the schools to score these marks, let us continue and have a look. Now you can see here that let us suppose taking an example of the subject where you have 80 marks as theory and 20 marks as practical. So out of this 80 marks, these 20 marks, 30, 20, 30, 40, these are your practical marks. Practical marks are all sealed. They are not going to change. Whatever exact marks you scored in class 12, you will get these marks as it is. Now coming on to these 80 marks. These 80 marks are divided based upon the policy that 30% marks are taken from your class 10th performance, 30% marks are taken from your class 11th performance, and 40% marks are taken from your class 12th pre-boards, internals, midterm exams, or whatever exams your school has conducted. So based upon this, your marks will be evaluated. So you can see here that the remaining portion also, depending upon the weightage of the subject, if the subject is of 70 marks, accordingly the weightage will change. So this is how you are going to get the marks. Now there is lot of apprehension about how the students will get the marks from class 10th when some of the subjects which are there in class 11th or 12th were not at all studied by the students in class 10th. So regarding this, CBSE has guided that for such subjects, the average of best 3 subjects of your class 10. Let us suppose you are a student and your marks for accountancy has to be placed, but you never studied accountancy in class 10. So how will you get marks in accountancy? For this, the average of best 3 subjects of class 10th will be calculated, and the conversion will be made into 24, and that average of 24 marks will be placed in your accountancy subject in this category. Similarly, any other subject, let us suppose, see, English is a language which you studied in 10th also, so those marks will be taken directly from class 10th as a 30% weightage. But those subjects which were not there in class 10th, they will be taken on the basis of average of the best 3 subjects of class 10th. Now coming on to class 11th. Class 11th is based upon all those subjects for which you are registered in class 12th. So class 11th, the exams were all taken offline. The whole session was completed offline, and the lockdown in the pandemic happened only in March. By that time, all the schools had taken their calculations, all the schools have taken their exams. So the exact marks of class 11th will be taken as 30% weightage for each registered board subject of your class 12th. Now remaining 40% will be taken from class 12th performance. Now class 12th, when we talk about the online exams or the internal exams or whatever, that liberty has been given to the schools, where the schools may consider the best performance where the students have performed the best. Some of the schools have taken few offline exams, some of the schools have taken only the online exams, some of the schools have not taken the pre-boards. There are different criteria. So whatever exam has been conducted by the school, the CBSE board has given the flexibility that they can take marks accordingly as it is from class 12th based upon any particular evaluation for that particular student. So that is how your complete calculation is being done. Now coming on to the members who are going to decide your result, CBSE has given the guidance that there will be a 5 members committee which is going to decide your marks, which is going to cross check and verify and include the marks of all your subjects. Obviously this committee will be head, or chairperson will be the principal of the school. So the head of the school or HOS of the schools will be the chairperson of this member committee. Then the 2 senior most teachers of that school, whosoever are the senior most teachers of the school and those who are teaching class 12th, 2 such teachers will be taken into this committee for evaluation of these marks. And then the 2 teachers will be from the neighboring school to just cross check whether the school is doing the fair calculations or not. There are many other points and guidelines also provided by the CBSE in detail, where they are saying that the average overall performance of the school in each subject should not vary by more than 2 marks in comparison to the previous result. For example, let us suppose the school result performance based upon, say, mathematics. The average of the mathematics for the session 1920 was let us say 83.6 marks. The average of mathematics in session 2019-20. But when we say that 83.6 in 1920, so according to your result in 2021, it should not increase more than 2 marks. So 85.6 will be the ceiling value for the average overall for the students for that particular subject. Similarly, many minute details the CBSE has given in the guidelines.